In this video, we're continuing with the WordPress Ultra Simple PayPal Shopping Cart plugin. Before I get to shipping, I just want to go over variations again. We had this example here of small, medium, and large, but that had variations in the pricing for each of those levels, small, medium, and large. What if you have the same price, but you still want those variations? Well, that's very easy to do. Let's go over here to our usage. This is the usage tab in our plugins page. And all we want to do is grab this coding right here. Okay, we'll copy that. Again, we've got our two tabs open here, and we go back to our post, and I'm going to paste this in here. Now notice the difference here. We've got price set once, then we have our variations here. Okay, so there's no extra pricing, no change in pricing. Notice, by the way, if I don't have any cents in there, it's going to be 00. I can just have the number. Okay, I don't need 15.00 in there, although I can if I want, but you can just leave this number. So let's just change this so we remember what our product is here, our plain gray plate, and then we'll update. So now when we go back, we're going to get this. Now, one of the things I need to make sure I do, I don't want to resend that information, do I? So let's go back to our home here. We're going to go to our plain gray plate. Here we go. So now I need to change this back again, don't I? Because down below here in our fields, we just need to say our price now is $15. Okay, I reset that, update. Now we'll go back. This has to be clear that the price is $15, and then when I do this, I go small. Let's say I'm going to choose large here. Add to cart. Now I've got a large at $15. Okay. I can take out our mediums if I want, and there's our plain gray large, $15. Let's add a small. And there we go. There's our small coming in at $15. Okay, so that's working because quite often you just have one price. It's simply a different color, a different size, whatever it might happen to be. You can, of course, have multiple variations. So let's quickly do that as well, just so you can see what that looks like. Let's grab this. This actually has some shipping in it, which we're not going to need. I'll take this out right now. Okay, so let's just take out the shipping for the moment, so we're not confusing things. And we just do our plain gray. And there we go. So now we'll have a couple of variations. And they can be right together there. We won't mind resending this time, it doesn't matter. And now our buttons, there's two of them. Drop down for size, a drop down for color. There is a change you can make here. Let's say I've got a fairly narrow space here, for example. If I had more space and I wanted these to be beside one another, I can change that in my settings. And this is over here under the settings tab. We want to look for, there it is, display product options in line. So if I check this off, it's not going to create a separate line for each one. Watch what happens. So if I go here and I refresh, yes, let's resend, that's fine. Now you'll notice there's no separate line between each. They're all on a single line. Now, of course, they've gone to two lines here because I haven't got much space. We can actually visualize that. Let's just take this off. If I go to Inspect Element here, and I don't want this going to the left, I can actually take this out in real time here. There we go. I forgot this one is floating to the right. If I get rid of float to the right, and I'm going to get rid of the width. Okay, so now I'm not forcing it to be narrow. This is the beauty of style sheeting, right? Look at that. I now have a different layout. This is kind of nice to see too. How easy it is to change the layout because it's all done in style sheeting. And look what happens. Now I've got all of these on a single line. So it depends on your structure of your page and how you've laid things out. You could change that, and then in your settings there, what we were doing, we can switch this back so you can see it one more time just so you understand what was happening there. Display inline, there it is. Uncheck that. So now it's going to add a new line between each of the elements in the cart. Well, we'll have to refresh this and we resend it. There we go. Now they're back to a separate line. Okay? So that's a great way to be able to quickly style the way your shopping cart goes. That's a bit more than about how you can change the options, the variations you've got with your products, and a little bit too about how you can style all those options and the various elements in your cart. And then we're going to talk some more about shipping and taxes and how we deal with those in the WordPress Ultra Simple PayPal Shopping Cart plugin.